Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. New presentation about Sentinel event update 2022. This is Dr. Muhammad Farid Tabib. The content of presentation today is Sentinel event important memo, Sentinel event definition, Sentinel event updated list, and we are talking now about January 2022 because the list is updated by MOH. Sentinel event policy, most important item inside the policy. Of course, we will not offer the whole policy, it's a very big policy. Sentinel event platform hostel level, Sentinel event platform directorate or cluster level, and some Sentinel event related subjects and issues. Let's go for the most important memo. This memo is talking about when to reporting Sentinel event and what kind of disciplinaries if you did not report the Sentinel event. At the same time, if anyone reported a Sentinel event, no one have to punish or taking any punitive action against him, signed by MOH Minister himself. So what's the Sentinel event definition? The definition is changed in January 2022. It's not the same definition before. There is some modification. So Sentinel event is a patient safety issue that is not primarily related to the nature course of the patient illness or underlying condition of the patient that reached the patient and resulted in death, permanent or severe temporary harm. So any patient safety issue not related to the nature course of the treatment of the patient that can reach the patient and resulted in death or permanent or severe temporary harm, we would call and consider this one a Sentinel event. And the reference is Quality and Patient Safety Policy number 002, January 24, 2022. So this was the definition. So what about the list? Is the list changed? Yes. The list now are extended to include a wide range of variety of type of Sentinel events. So we will offer here the updated list by MOH from the new policy. Abduction of any type, whatever, newborn, infant, child, adult, receiving care within the healthcare facility. So if any one of them outside the healthcare facility, it's not considered a Sentinel event. And the abduction now not for only newborn and infant, but it's including now child and even adult. The charge of handling or handing of a newborn or an infant to the wrong family, this is the same as old one. The charge of a minor or incapacitated patient to an authorized person, a new one. Suicide, attempt of suicide or self-harm of any patient in a healthcare setting or within 72 hours after discharge, little bit modification. Staff suicide or attempt of suicide or self-harm that resulted in severe temporary harm or permanent harm or even death. Invasive diagnostic or therapeutic procedure or surgery on the wrong patient, wrong side, wrong implant. Fertilizing wrong sperm to wrong ovum or implant wrong embryo to wrong mother or unexpected damage to embryo, sperm, eggs, or frozen tissue which is underwent fertilization in infertility centers. Administration of incompatible blood transfusion, ABO, or even non-ABO of the blood products, or transplantation of incompatible organs. Little bit modification. Unintended retention of a foreign object in the patient after invasive procedure, including surgery. Unexpected death of a full-term newborn, old one. Rape case encountered within the premises campus of the healthcare facility. Assault or homicide of any patient receiving care or treatment and services at the healthcare facility setting. Again, assault or homicide for visitor, watcher receiving the patient while receiving treatment and services at the healthcare facility setting. Continue the list. Physical and psychological violence or homicide of a staff member or vendor at the healthcare facility setting. Fire or flame or unanticipated smoke or flashes occurring within the healthcare facility. Unauthorized departure of the patient, which is called the absconded patient, while on a care from the healthcare facility that resulted in severe temporary harm, permanent harm, or death. Medication error leading to severe temporary harm, permanent harm, or death. Patient severe temporary harm or permanent harm or death associated with intravascular air embolism. Patient severe temporary harm, permanent harm, or death because of medical device breakdown or failure when in use. Unexpected building collapse or malfunctioning structure or overturning of any healthcare facility load-bearing bar of any lift or lifting equipment when in use or during installation. Transfusing, transplantation of contaminated blood or blood products, organ or tissues, or transmission of a disease as a result of using contaminated instrument or equipment provided by the healthcare facility. Death or serious disability associated with failure to manage identifying neonatal hyperchloremia. Delivery of radiotherapy to the wrong body region or dose exceed more than 25% of the total planned radiotherapy dose. Patient severe temporary harm, patient permanent harm, or death because of patient fall. Again, continue the list. Patient severe temporary harm or permanent harm or even death associated with administration or connection of the wrong medical gas. System failure leading or to service interruption and total evacuation outside healthcare facility. Unexpected death, unexpected loss of limb or function. Maternal death, permanent harm, severe temporary harm. MRI damage or patient or staff severe temporary harm or permanent harm or even death associated with introduction of a metallic object. Loss or damage to specimen sample or tissue biopsy after invasive procedure, and others, because we can consider some cases as sentinel event if we have some sentinel event happen in our healthcare facility not mentioned on those lists, and it will come with time. What about the policy? Here we will mention the most very important items only because the policy is very, very big. Number one, healthcare facility general director should be notified within 24 hours from discovery of the event. This is a very important issue. Sentinel event shall be reported within 48 hours on the new platform for the MOH after approved by the facility director. And the approved sentinel event root cause analysis and the corrective action plan should be admitted to the MOH platform within 30 days, working days from the discovery, not from reporting the sentinel event to MOH platform, the new one. This is the most important three things in the sentinel event policy, but you can read all the policy later on. Let's go for the new platform. The platform now, through MOH, they designed a new platform that it makes everything easy to submit, reporting, and even the root cause with the action plan with everything, it would be automatically submitted to the new platform. So every quality and patient safety director or the risk manager should have an accounted requested from MOH. This is the link for the platform, the new platform. You have to go through it. A username and password should be entered. An OTP will be required, one time password will be required. So after submission and putting the OTP, it will open to you. You will go here through the central event platform SEP. This is a hostile user because we have another user for the cluster and directorate, and the third user for MOH people and team. So this is a hostile user. After you submit the username and password, and OTP will be sent to your cell phone. You will take this OTP and put it there. Now you are inside the SAP. Enter. It will give you the main page, which is, do you want to know the list or you want to submit a new central event? Before entering the new central event, this would be the main page, your main page. In this page, you will find the number given by MOH for your central event, hostile type, hostile name, event source of notification, from where, file status, while it's closed, approved, in progress, or returned, sometimes returned to edit from MOH, created on the time, 30 days passed or not, and the options. Options here, you can open the option to see the detail, to put something, to check the corrective action plan, and so on. So let's say that we have a new central event, so we will press the new central event here with the yellow arrow. Press it, it will open for you the platform to submit a new central event. So select your central event type from the drop list. When you open it, a drop list will open for you, and you will select what kind. Just press the kind of central event you want to submit. It will be there. Then next, select the source of your central event. From where is it? Patient complaint 937, OVR, social media, leadership, medication, morbidity, mortality review, others. You will select the source of your central event. Then automatically your hostel details will arise. Name of the hostel, hostel leader, healthcare facility city, what kind of region, what kind of cluster, directorate or not, name of the healthcare, type of it, MOH or private or whatever, and the bed capacity for your hostel. Then the details automatically arise for the leaders of your hostel. So the contact number for them, hostel director, medical director, what's the QPS email, quality patient safety director email, central event ID, accreditation status of the hostel. You will select, are you accredited hostel or not, event occurrence date, internal notification date. Then choose to submit other information as needed. Then if you put here the created on internal notification, the type of the central event, the brief description, put here a brief description of the central event, event occurrence location where, source of notification to you from where, then submit. Now congratulations, you finished the submission or reporting of the central event. If you create the team for root cause analysis, you finished the root cause analysis. Start now after how many meetings for the team to submit the root cause analysis inside the platform. So starting with, choose to submit information as needed, affected person, involved department, and so on. So affected person is any person affected or not, department involved, other department involved, person affected, there is harm or no harm, the outcome, immediate action taken, that time of the central event, what you have done immediately. Then we will go to the disclosure supporting documents. For example, event disclosure by whom, who did the disclosure. If you want to upload any file, then go for the root cause analysis team. You have the team members. You have to press root cause analysis member 1, enter both details, then 2, then details, then 3, then details, until the team is finished. Then you go to invited guest if involved, if you want any involved staff or guests to attend with you, put the name of the guest and position of him. Then if there is involved staff in the central event, press the number of staff and put the name of the people. Just we put here imaginary names and the position of those persons. If you have another involved staff, third staff, fourth staff, and so on, complete the details. Then another information like workload and nurse-patient ratio at the time of sentinel event, how many nurse at the position and how many patient she's taking care for. If you want to have any upload file, you have to browse and upload any documents if you want. Then go for other factors like equipment, if there is any equipment involved, event preventability, it's a preventable event or not, and the case related to anything you want to add. Then go for the root cause analysis itself. Press the number of root cause analysis 1, 2, if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, no problem. Open one of them, put the contributory factor, equipment supply factor, more details if you have details, causation statement to put it yes or not. Would correction eliminate the central event or not? Then shift to root cause analysis 2, 3, 4 until you finish all the root cause analysis of your event. Then you have to put the recommendation, the action plan. Put the name of the recommendation, what action type, what you'd have to do. Level, I put here some examples. Level of the action is strong, immediate, or intermediate, or weak action. The due date for completing this action, responsibility name of the staff, responsibility title of the staff, responsibility department, measure of effectiveness. So put all your recommendation for all your root cause analysis. Then after you finish, put the expert opinion, because in every directorate or cluster this is a trained expert. He can approve or not approve what's happening of any modification. Then date of completion, expert opinion, action status, then save. As soon as you press the save, you cannot do any modification anymore because it will go directly to MOH. They will revise, and anything they will find, they will contact you and they will put notification, and you have to go to check your central event platform routinely every day or every other day or weekly as you wish to check if there is any recommendation or alerts or notification from MOH you have to adjust. After you finish and upload, you have to download the root cause analysis signed by the hostel director, then acceptance of this one, then you have to save it. Now you finished your root cause analysis. This is the area of the notification. As you see here on the right side, 3. This means you have 3 notifications. Go through them. You will find some notification from MOH personal team. They will ask you what to do. So when you finish it, the notification, it will go again to them, and the central event will change it from return to edit into in progress or even closed central event. What if it's at the level of RHD and the cluster? Again, you have to have a username and the password, and all areas I think they have from MOH the same link. You will go, put your username, password, put an OTP, will be requested on your cell phone. Then open the platform itself, go to SAP. When you open it, you can look at all area belonging you. What type of the hostel, name of the hostel, ID number for the central event, source of notification from leadership or OVR or whatever, and you have to check closed, approved, in progress, or return. This is the most important thing you have to check. Notification and the file status. In progress, this means they are studying it yet. Approved, this means it's on work. Closed means finished already. So you have to follow with your hostels what happened and follow with MOH team what's going on. This is types of the file status: in progress, closed, approved, or returned. If there is anything need to be edited. What's the options you can do? Open any one of them, look at the detail, the action plan, done or not, any notes if you want to add, and if you want to print the central event with its root cause analysis, you can do it if there is any need for printing it. Finally, there is some related issues, subjects, policies, items you have to revise because it's in close conjunction with the central event policy. Like disclosure policy, when to disclose, who will disclose, and what to do. Just culture, staff trained on root cause analysis. You have to check regional area root cause analysis coordinator who will check every single root cause analysis coming from any hostel because those are trained people by MOH last year. And under reporting hostel, you have to do something with under reporting hostel. Thank you very much. Blessed to see you on this presentation. Until we meet again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.